There are two ways you can run a business. We could call them the new way and the old way. In the new way, you exist to serve the world. In the old way, you exist to serve yourself and your shareholders. In this digital age, your vision and your mission is like your digital facade. It signals what kind of game you are playing and make it easy and simple for people in all aspects of your communication to see and evaluate if they sympathize with you or not. A common thread in the old way of doing business is that it's about the company itself. But nobody cares about you or your company. Honestly, nobody except your mom and your closest friend, and of course your employees. The new way of doing business is to serve a bigger cause. Here a company is focused on solving or contributing to solving some of the major problems we have in this world through the way they serve their customers. And by picking on any of the major themes that we have here, you instantly get a base of people in the world that sympathizes with you and are interested in supporting you simply because you are contributing to solve one of the big issues that they themselves has a focus on. There are several reasons why it can be good for business to play a bigger game, but right here today I'll just focus in on 3 of them. Number 1 is that this is a good protection in the time of crisis, because you will be serving a bigger problem, and the bigger problems, they stay relevant also in times of crisis. It might mean that you will take a hit, but it will most likely be less than the average in your market. And sometimes we even see that times of crisis magnify the need for the kind of solutions that you might offer. This was the case during the COVID-19 pandemic and the global lockdown. Many people were isolated and struggled. And companies that were on this bigger mission to help and have a clear impact on social issues like loneliness, poverty, they were really getting a tailwind. We also see it right now during the Ukraine war, where it has been obvious for most people now that there is a direct link between renewable energy that you either produce yourself or within your closest allies, and stability and certainty in your own society. So right now, companies that are manufacturing anything that relates to renewable energy or energy efficiency, they're basically oversubscribed. Delivering high value while making the world a better place will turn your customers into fans. Fans, they buy in good and in bad times, and they always recommend you. The second reason is that it attracts and inspires. A growing number of people want to see meaning in their everyday work. Why should I spend such a large proportion of my time doing something that do not align with my values, my beliefs, and the changes I want to see in the world? This question rules out a lot of future workplaces today. But when you play a bigger game and serve a bigger cause, then you instantly have a pool of talent that would like to work with you. This is a place where they can feel that they contribute to something meaningful with their life. And this also goes for potential partners and clients, because whom you're associated with signals what game you're playing yourself. So all the bigger brands and the stronger companies, they are looking for partners and for suppliers that will strengthen their own profile. So while the new way of doing business might not win you the deal, it will definitely get you on the short list. The third and last one I will bring up here today is that this bigger cause serves as your North Star. Some decisions as a business leader are easy or relatively easy, but some of course are hard, and you know that. They're full of dilemmas, and they test you, and they test your morale and the company's morale and ethics. And when faced with such a tough decision, it can be really valuable to know your true north. Because sometimes that will guide you to what is actually the right thing to do here. And if it cannot guide you directly, it will at least help you to move your focus away from just yourself and thereby give you some perspective that will make it easier to see what is the right choice for you to make. If you are still running your business in the old way, I will urge you to look around and spot a couple of companies that you see are playing this bigger game, that are running the business in the new way. And then have a look at what does that do for their business and their success. Because increasingly, the new way of doing business is outperforming the old one. The choice of way is of course yours, but I can tell you that I would go the new way any day of the week. I would love to hear your thoughts about the choices in the comments below.